Righto, this is my second look at the reconstruction of a path in South Perth. So this is riding from the Narrows Bridge, and unfortunately we're going to be riding into the sun because this was very early in the morning. And initially I completely forgot to ride on the old path to show you what it looked like, and I went out on the road. But I guess this shows you that the road is kind of quiet and fairly safe to ride on. So I did a U-turn, went back and decided I would actually use the old path. And you can see that it originally started probably as a normal sized footpath in the 1950s, and then they tacked on a bit of concrete on the side at some time, maybe 20 or 30 years later. And the existing path, it's all right, but could certainly be better. At least they've got somewhere you can lock your bike up there, and a water fountain by the look of it near that barbecue area, or is it just a nice place to sit? I'm not really sure. But this is the kind of path I think they've ripped up and they're replacing. It's concrete, it's old, it's the slabs have kind of shifted around a bit. It's not super comfortable to walk on. Now, interestingly, what I was trying to show here was the width of the old path versus the width of the cutting that they've made for the new path, and you can see that it is significantly wider. And I'm not sure why they've dug that hole there, unless that's how deep they're going to make the foundations, or maybe that's for drainage. Who knows? I guess we'll find out in time what's actually going to happen there. Now, because the sun was shining in the camera, I just thought I'd do a U-turn and go back and just show the path without the sun blazing away into the lens, because this was, what was it, 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock in the morning, and a surprising amount of bike traffic around at that time of the day. But it was Saturday, it was a beautiful day. Now, this is what the path is like on the other side, and you can see it's a bit narrower. To get around that father and his kid, I had to go out onto the lawn to avoid any chance of a collision. And this section, I guess maybe it'll be upgraded at some point in the future. It's maybe 500 or 600 metres down to this ferry wharf in South Perth. Now I'm just going to slow down and go through here because this is a nice, very interesting shared area. Instead they've got those big kind of animal-shaped things there, sculptures. Lots and lots of seating. It's got attractive path underneath. And there's these little sculptures around the place, like these meerkats. It's actually it's a very nice little place to get off the ferry, and for families. So it's not just about the bike paths or the shared paths. There's lots of other interesting stuff around here. There's also lots of picnic areas and things. Now here we are back on the normal shared path. This is what it's like. And a bit further around, I ran into this beef and beer festival, which unfortunately wasn't open for breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning, but just look at how huge this area is that they had roped off. Yeah, that was a complete, out of left field thing. Anyway, there's the old path, there's the new path. I'll just keep tabs on this over the next month or so and see how it develops.